the world in my hands cause I took it off your shoulders. Money on my feet, you know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the W Podcast. And I'm your host, Anoka, and I'm here with the for everyone who's learning English, whether you're in their course or not. And we're going to provide you with some interesting content to listen to help your English, practice your English listening skills. And we're also going to dive into some fun topics like memes, pop trends, pop cultures, and anything else worth sharing. So, how are you doing today?
I'm very tired.
You're tired. Thank you for joining me, though.
Yeah.
All right.
No worries.
All right. So, what have you been doing lately? How's life been going for you? What have you been doing lately?
Oh, just meetings and work and chilling, playing games.
Staying busy?
Watching Harry Potter from the beginning.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm on Order of the Phoenix right now. Just finished it a few days ago. So the next is... What's the next episode after Order of the
I'm not
Phoenix?
sure. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I'm sorry.
Yes. So probably the Deathly Hallows or something?
Oh yeah. The Deathly Hallows has 2 parts, right? The one that has 2 parts?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the next one, but yeah.
I think so.
I'm just finishing up Harry Potter.
Oh, do you identify as like a Potterhead then?
I'm a male.
You
I'm a
identify
man.
as okay. He.
I'm an Asian
him?
man.
All right, that's what you identify as.
That's
Yeah,
that's
but
me.
I would have never figured out that you liked Harry Potter's though.
No. I mean, my girlfriend was like, "Let's watch it," and I was pretty adamant until one day I was like, "Okay, you know what? Let's just do it." And I think I kind of want to watch a movie too. And then watched the first one, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is actually like fucking crazy." Watched the second one, I was like, "Oh shit, this is getting crazier."
Yeah.
And then like we're 5 movies in, and I'm like, "Shit, let's go."
Oh yeah. By the way, we can swear on our podcast now.
Yeah.
We only say fuck or shit. Those are the only 2 ones that are allowed. So that's gonna make things easier for you, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you're from the Harry Potter stuff. I think kids, people my age are also very Potterhead or like Lord of the Rings. Those kind of stuff.
How old are you?
I'm 20 now. I'm very.
I don't know if kids your age are interested in Lord of
Really?
the Rings, honestly.
Really?
I think you kids are more Coco Melon, you know?
That's
Your generation is more one of those weird ass Cartoon Network shows. Teen Titans Go, that's your generation.
dude. Yeah, that's totally my generation. Augie and the Cockroaches stuff. That's my generation right there.
Yeah.
I loved that stuff so much. You have no idea. But
Cool.
But come on, it's not Coco Melon that bad. Coco Melon's I'm like more of a Pororo kind of guy.
Kind of okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
yeah, I think Star Wars. I know a lot of people my age who are like Star Wars diehard fans. Are you? Like,
No.
what would you say your favorite franchise is?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't enjoy movies that much. Some movies definitely I do really, really like. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like a fan
You're
of
not.
a franchise or anything.
I'm a fan of Cartoon Network. Apparently, that's what.
Old Cartoon Network.
But so I count as a Gen Z. I count as a Gen Z generation apparently, and you are a millennial.
I guess so. 1996. If
yeah.
you Google it, sometimes it says
Gen
Gen
Z?
Z, sometimes it says millennial.
Yeah, but it's
so-
just a nicer way of saying millennial.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. At
Yeah.
this
So
point, it's like, whatever.
how does it feel being a millennial?
Oh yeah, I feel
You feel?
I feel nice. Being a millennial.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people make fun of millennials, especially online. Kind of like boomer stuff. Would you say that you're kind of a boomer? Like, do you identify? Because
I think there's a boomer in all of us at the end of the day.
preach. But yeah, I
There's a
agree.
boomer in all of us. I don't know. I mean, if you want to create a divide between generations, that's up to you. And if you want to hate the older generations for doing all the fucking work, now like you fucking eat eat the fruit from our tree.
Whoa, okay.
Right? All
I'm
this
sorry.
industrialism shit. That's what my generation and the boomer generation did.
Yeah. Y'all
Right?
y'all
So-
ran so we could walk, apparently.
Exactly.
Apparently.
Now the next
Okay.
generation is gonna be fucking crawling.
Super thankful for that. But dude, one thing that shocked me was there's apparently a generation Y, Alpha, I think. They're starting to become more and more. So I'm feeling old now too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that, but I'm feeling,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting a bit of boomer in me as well.
Of
yeah.
course.
You sound very not
It
convinced.
comes with age. As soon as you reach 20, you're like officially a boomer.
Officially boomer,
You're like
yeah.
a boomer trainee.
Ah,
You're like
an
interning
intern.
at the boomer organization.
So what level are you at the boomer organization?
I'm about to graduate. I have 2 more years left.
Okay.
So I'm like almost a senior or a junior.
So I'm open to any advices. So anytime you have something to tell, I'm good for it. Yeah. Gen Z is famous for TikTok. That's what we were famous for. Y'all are famous for industrialism. We're famous for Vine. Y'all are Vine. Yeah, you were there when Vine was there.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't have the app.
You didn't have the app?
No.
You
I
never-
we had 9gag. 9gag, Vine.
9gag. Okay.
Old generation of YouTube, Niga Higa. Not like
Yeah.
NIGA, not
Yeah.
the double G.
Yeah.
We got, Kev Jumba. We got the old streamers.
Oh, yeah. I've seen compilations of Vines from them. I don't think I was there when Vine was like an actual thing. I think I was there when it turned into like TikTok. Musically, do you know what that is? Do you know Musically? It's like TikTok, but especially it's for like mouth syncing to lip
I think
syncing
there
to
was something like that.
Yeah, you just
I don't know.
dude, we loved that
These
stuff up.
trends are cringe. That's the thing.
But
Vine is cringe, all right? It's funny sometimes, but it's cringe.
I feel like it's ironic sometimes. Like the cringe is almost ironic. I use it. I use like slangs like skibbity or gnar.
Do you?
Ironic. I kind
Do you
of.
actually?
I use gnar.
I don't
a
use
lot.
those slangs.
You don't use those things?
I just make fun of them.
You make fun of them. You see, that's like that. There's a thin line between it though. Making fun of it or actually having fun with it. I would say you're almost there with the having fun line.
Yeah.
I feel like you're enjoying yourself when you say skibbity. you look a bit too happy when you say
Sigma on the wall.
Sigma. Oh my god, Sigma on the wall. Who's the skibbitiest of them all? That is a weird joke. I think I got it today.
Yeah.
Well, so Vines, memes. There are memes. Like your generation had those memes where it's like picture, word on top, word on bottom.
Yeah.
Right, punchline on the bottom.
Yeah.
So
We did.
you did you ever
I
make?
created a few memes. Yes, I did.
Wow.
And I posted it on 9gag. I think at most I got like a few hundred likes.
Few hundred likes. That's you were famous. You were
No, but then like on 9gag you have like tens of thousands of likes.
Is 9gag like the Reddit of millennials?
No, Reddit did exist back then. So here's how it goes.
Okay.
And I think
Educate.
people my age know. So usually memes are created at 4chan. Do you know what 4chan is?
I'm so sorry.
4chan is a very old website. It's very unfiltered. There's a lot of stuff there. There's porn there. There's gore there. Killings. Really disgusting fetish kink stuff. But then there's also memes.
Just to lighten up, just to balance it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what would happen is memes from 4chan would be taken to Reddit. And then memes from Reddit would be taken to 9gag. And then from 9gag, it would go to Facebook. That was sort of the life cycle of an average meme back in the day.
All right. So since you made some memes, you're familiar with that stuff?
Well, I tried 4chan a little bit.
4chan?
My friends definitely were into 4chan, but
4chan. It's like fortune.
I just I sort of skipped the meme parts, if you know what I mean.
Went straight to the good things. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great thing. Okay. Good to know. Okay. And wait, I'm confused. Like there was like gore stuff there as well.
Yeah.
So dark web
Two girls,
didn't
one
exist.
cup.
Oh my god.
And then like there's the guy getting beheaded. Like he's like a
That's
Mexican
dark.
or something.
Whoa, that's dark. Yeah, but yeah.
There's like a guy with a chainsaw and then he revs the chainsaw, and then there are like two
Sound
guys
effects.
just standing there, and then he just immediately cuts off one of the guys' heads with the chainsaw,
It's graphic.
and the guy is like dying, and the other guy is just like standing there, very stoic.
Waiting to be killed, basically. Like waiting to be.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm next.
Yeah.
Like kind of facing with his
It's like,
destiny.
all right, cool.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit happens. All right. That was some dark stuff. So dark web didn't exist, or just people didn't know?
Dark web did exist, but obviously I was a kid back then, so I didn't really know exactly how to operate dark webs. I mean, I was mostly on Facebook, Instagram, and 9gag. I mean, not even
4chan.
Instagram, because Instagram wasn't as popular as it is today. There wasn't a lot of scrolling because you only followed like 50 people, right?
There were like only 50 people. Yeah.
And Facebook usually didn't have a lot of content, right? So what, kids like me back in the day would do is just go to YouTube and then just, watch videos.
Yeah, I think that also happened. I think I wasn't there when like gore was allowed on the internet. I think everyone just took it off when I kind of grew up to know what YouTube was. But I think my favorite time was when like Instagram was for pictures only. There was like no reels, no comments. It was just like, hey, this is what I ate for lunch today. And I think that was kind of unnecessary, but at the same time, it's like, unknowing is bliss. Is that the saying? Is it the bliss? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. That's what I like. So, yeah, Instagram. Oh, those. Did you ever be honest? Okay, just be completely honest. Did you ever use those Snapchat filters?
Which one? The dog
like
one?
The dog ones.
To take a
The
picture?
glittery face. Yeah,
I mean, just as a joke, but never seriously.
never seriously.
No.
You never were like, and then like a tongue comes out.
I mean, yeah, just like, oh, everyone does this stupid filter thing. Let me try it out, and then I'll just do it and then not send it to anyone.
Oh, dude, I did it for serious.
Snapchat was definitely a big thing,
It was
but
big.
I think in Mongolia it just didn't pick up.
Yeah.
I remember I was in Hong Kong and I used Snapchat a lot. Yeah.
Wait. So is Facebook or like Instagram allowed in Hong Kong as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's not entirely part of China, so.
Okay. Yeah, so for Snapchat, for Mongolia, I don't think it's that widely known still, but I definitely have seen videos where it's like, oh, my Snap score, like my Snap score is falling down. Streaks, was it? Streaks? You don't know that stuff? I think a lot of kids, especially now, Gen Zs, I like to call them. I'm proud to be Gen Z, by the way. Gen Zs call them like, oh, I don't want to lose my streak. Apparently it's where you just like send each other pictures back to forth.
Oh, it's like the Be Real thing.
Oh, yeah, basically.
Yeah, I didn't get into the Be Real thing.
The Be
These
Real
guys
thing.
still do it.
The streak?
No,
The
yeah,
Be
the Be
Real?
Real thing.
Oh, my
I did it for
Lord.
like maybe 4 or 5 days. And I was like, okay, what is this?
But yeah, Be Real. I think it's a funny concept to Be Real. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get the concept of being like, oh, this is what I'm doing right now. Let's connect. But at the same time, it's like, why would I want to know?
I don't think there's a lot of connecting.
You
Is
don't think
there?
there's- I feel like there is, like, your friends abroad, you're like, oh my God, you're eating. I'm eating right now too. Is that not what happens? I've never done it, so I don't know. But isn't that what happens?
Sure, that's what happens. I'm pretty sure that's what
Okay.
happens. Oh my God. You're having lunch? Me too.
I think
That's crazy. Imagine having lunch.
at the same time. No way.
It's like 12, p.m. lunchtime for everyone.
All right, Be Real. Okay, that was kind of mean. I'm sad. Whatever. Be Real. TikToks are a thing too.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
made
do
a
a
few
TikTok?
TikToks. I made a lot of TikToks actually.
But
TikTok videos.
TikTok
If you
videos.
say TikToks, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, no one says TikToks." It's usually TikTok videos.
Oh, you say TikTok videos? You were supposed to say
Don't
it?
say
Like?
you don't say TikToks. No way. No one says TikToks.
I say TikToks. Like, oh, let's make a TikTok.
You're a boomer. You're definitely not Gen Z. I'm more caught up with modern slang than you are.
Okay. Educate me then. You said TikTok videos. What's the difference?
It's like making Instagrams. No one makes Instagrams.
Instagram posts, TikTok
like
videos.
who makes YouTubes, you know? It's like
Okay.
that.
So it's like a grammar thing, basically. Okay, whatever. So, okay, TikTok videos.
Yeah.
So you make TikTok videos. What
did.
kind of TikTok videos?
I remember there was this one time I made a TikTok video and I flipped everyone off.
For what reason?
I don't know.
You just didn't like your followers?
I was just getting like some hate, and I was just like, all right, fuck you. And then I gave him the finger, and I posted that TikTok, and it got like maybe 200 something thousand views.
Just you
and
flipping off everyone?
No, I was just like looking at the phone and like, fuck you. And then I got called into my manager's office. And she was not happy about that. She was like, we don't want you doing this in our company while you're working with us. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, actually that's true. I'm sorry. And I deleted it. So
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of true, but
I did have a good following though. I got frequent views.
you got freaking views?
Yeah, my TikTok videos weren't. I never danced. I never like lip synced I didn't.
You know the dance.
I've seen too many of them to not know.
So you never did the e-boy thing?
Oh my fucking god!
No, like that.
Imagine me. That's so.
I would follow you
That's
right then and there.
disgusting. Oh.
I would do
I know
it.
a lot of people follow me just because I'm. That's just because it's so cringe. Look at this cringe, fucking millennial dude.
You know, just like wear some striped shirts and a choker, dark eyeliner. That's all you
What the
need. That's all you need. That's all you need. It's never that far from being a e-boy. Never too late. Okay, TikTok. So what kind of videos did you make to get you hate?
The thing is, I actually rewatched a lot of the videos that I used to make, and I sound a lot like Togo. Do you know Do you know who Togo is?
The mole here kind of guy. He's got a mole here on his neck. No,
On his
the
face?
dancer.
Oh wait, no. Where is he?
The dancer.
Yeah, the dancer guy. So, got a lot of hate because people kept saying like, "Oh, you sound like him," and then, when you sound like someone who's hated, then normally you get hate. But
No,
the stuff I was talking about, it wasn't so
controversial.
profound
Okay.
as I thought it was, because I did think it was profound. It was mostly like personal development stuff, and I am very passionate about personal development. And I decided, why don't I just make videos, share them to the public, and see what they think. And I think the majority of them, I'd say like 90% of them, were very happy with what I was putting out. But the other 10%, they were just like, all right, fuck this guy. Who the fuck does he think he is? So fuck him, blah, 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 fucking him, and I was like, all right, fuck, motherfucker. And like, the thing is, 10% of comments is, I mean, the 90% obviously overwhelms them.
Yeah.
But the 10% really gets to you. Because you get so used to hearing, oh, nice. Oh, that's such good content or whatever, right? You get so used to hearing the positive stuff that you rarely see the negative stuff. And once you start seeing the negative stuff, you start focusing on that because it's so rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just got to me, and I was like, all right, fucking motherfuckers. And then I just flipped them off.
Yeah, but respect for that though. Respect for that, because if it was me, you're better than me. I think I would have just cried and just started focusing on the negative stuff. I don't think
it's really hard to I don't know what the phrase is, I forgot, but it's really hard to sort of get rid of those
thoughts.
The noise, let's say.
Yeah.
Get rid of the noise.
Just
because there will always be people who will hate on you for whatever reason. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to just be a fucking troll. I would make fake accounts and add my friends and then like start trolling them. Hey, you and
I could totally imagine you doing that.
Being a fucking dickhead to my friends. I would use my friends' accounts and then start like DMing girls.
Oh.
Hey, sexy, whatever. And then, I used to be a fucking troll, and I would hate on people for no particular reason at all. Just because I thought it was hilarious that people were taking it so seriously, And I can imagine on TikTok, for example, when I made videos, there were like 9-year-old girls, small little girls, and their comments would be like, I mean, I don't even want to say the other curse words that they said, but it's terrible. And you're like, man, who is this? And then you go into their account and you see them like very low quality videos dancing with their dog and dancing with their grandma.
Just little girls.
Just little girls. And you're like, what the hell? Like, why is this? Why is the little girl hating on me for? She doesn't even understand.
She doesn't even understand what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think it's dumb things that you do when you're a kid, and you just think it's like, oh well, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like my words don't have an effect. I don't think they understand that words have an effect.
Yeah. But what's worse is when like 30-year-old people just comment on your videos and start talking shit. That's probably worse, because for a kid you're just like, all right, fuck this kid, right?
Yeah.
But when it's like 30, 40-year-old people posting like the dumbest comments in your videos, you get so triggered and you're like, oh my God.
They got no excuse to be posting that kind of stuff.
They're dumb.
Yeah, they're just dumb.
Literally dumb.
Just, nothing in here.
There's no intellect happening there. There's no intellectual conversations in his life.
No thoughts behind those eyes.
Terrible. I mean, I'm not being a hater, but it's true.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some people like that. It's just, I don't think they think before speaking. I don't think they think
at all. I don't think there's any thinking happening there.
Nothing. Okay, no brain activity, basically.
Exactly. They're just like robots,
like zombies
with like a pre-programmed agenda, and they're just like pushing that for the rest of their lives.
So
they're the people who voted for the wrong president. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Political stuff. That's fun.
Yeah. They're the people who are gonna vote for the politically.
Yeah, we're not a political channel.
Fuck that.
Okay, quick sudden change of topic. So yeah, definitely comments are. I think you have some experience, because I would say that you're kind of an online figure, somewhat of an online figure.
Yeah.
I mean, with the winner's course and the marketing. I think I also did one video, and I just like, the comments on mine. I can't help but read them,
Mm-hmm.
And then I think someone said like, I was talking about mispronunciations in my video, and someone's like, don't you say it like that? I don't think anyone else but you says it like that. And then I saw that comment, and I was like, okay, this is what people do, like they just don't think. They just want to talk, I guess. And then I just brush it off, obviously.
Yeah.
But how would you, what do you feel like when people are just like, they want to learn, and you see how they want to like communicate, but they just don't know how to, and you see them like in your comments, and then I wouldn't say they're like hate comments, but they're they are showing that they're like poor in skills. Would you really respond to them? Like they're being nice, but they're just asking. Would you really respond to that?
Like if they commented, "Hey, I need some help learning."
No,
English.
but like not in a nice way. It's like that they're not learning English, but it's like they're just kind of like, юуч мэдгүй, and then but that they don't know anything.
Oh, so they're writing on my post.
Yeah, but would you take the time to
calling me like an idiot?
Almost, yeah. Would you take the time to respond? Like, are you the type to?
I used to a lot. I would get into like crazy heated arguments so much. There was this one time. So during COVID,
okay.
I was under the impression that wearing masks was unnecessary. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to wear masks. I didn't like them. Mm-hmm. And I also thought that COVID was just like another flu and like whatever. And so this guy's fucking crazy. But the thing is, even to this day, people are still catching COVID, right? People who got the vaccines, they're still catching COVID.
Yeah.
And it's just everyday, medicine that's sort of helping you, like curing you, basically. So back then, which is basically proving that I was right. But back then, I was like, all right, fuck masks, right? And I posted a video about it.
Saying fuck masks.
Yeah, something like that. Everyone was just like, oh, fuck you, you fucking idiot. You don't know anything about... So you think all those doctors are lying and you're so smart that you're better than these doctors? I'm like, I don't think I'm better than them. But I just think it's, just another cold.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. And I did receive a lot of hate comments on that.
So you would take the time to reply and just like...
I argued and I debated so many times. And, eventually I was proven to be right. And,
and
all those people are just...
dumb as fuck.
They're living their lives. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't even remember this.
Yeah, I don't think anyone...
I didn't remember until just now. So who cares at the end of the day?
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's what I also think about. Like something you do, something embarrassing, just like being, doing a TikTok. Let's say you made some embarrassing TikToks. I definitely made some embarrassing TikToks. I made some dancing. I used to lip sync to songs. But at the end of the day...
Do you have those videos?
No.
Okay.
For safety reasons, no. I'm going to say no.
I have a few videos.
Of you...
dancing. But it's not a TikTok dance.
So what kind of dance?
It's a shuffle.
Oh.
But it's not the cringe shuffle, all right? It's not the fucking lame LMFAO. Party rock. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the OG shuffle. The hardstyle Melbourne shuffle. All right? That's where everything started.
So you did one of the kind of cooler dances.
Yes.
We would say.
Although when you look at it, it really doesn't seem cool. Any music from back then any dance that's from back then, I don't think is cool unless it's like
couples. Yeah.
Couples dance.
Yeah, I think any dance like from 2010 to like 2016. All those like viral dances. Yeah, I don't think...
Dougie. People still fucking do the Dougie, actually.
The dab thing as a dance movement.
Oh, yeah.
You just repeatedly dab. Just like, yeah. Yeah, that was...
I used to dab a lot. And it was really funny. And then I'll just like do like a really dumbass dab, like...
like you vibrate in the dab.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would like do it really fast, too. It was just like a funny thing between me and my friends. I didn't do it seriously, but it was just like
and then everyone would just burst out laughing. Basically.
Yeah, I mean, no. Everyone would have the same reaction, like, "Oh my god, fuck this! Stop that shit!" And I'd be like,
I think I would definitely count dabbing as like a kind of a brain rot thing. Do you know what a brain rot is?
Yes.
You do know what it is. Because I used to kind of know. I thought I knew what it was, but apparently it's just the stupid virus stuff that we use unironically.
Actually, pink eye?
Pink eye, yeah.
Yeah. So pink eye is actually Brainrot. He's Brainrot. He's the OG Brainrot, I'd say. I actually I googled Brainrot. Just like, what was Brainrot like back in the 2010s. And I realized, Brainrot is actually what I used to watch as a kid.
Yeah.
It was just like Dragon Ball Z, but it's dubbed. So the guys are just like saying really like gay shit. That's like Brainrot, I'd say. And then Pink Eye just saying the most vile shit in public.
Oh, yeah. Pink Eye.
Can I have a... Okay, I can't even...
Yeah.
I don't think I
if you're curious, go search for Pink Eye.
Yes.
But
he's Joji
before he sang.
Turned cool.
Joji? Okay. That's your opinion. I don't think he's...
Hey, Joji's cool. He's a very famous Asian singer.
He's famous.
His songs are pretty good. I really like his songs.
I like his songs too, but he's just okay. So for my I think there's like generational brain rots.
Yeah.
Like millennial brain rots. What would you say? Because for Gen Z, it's like what I said, like skibbity. I think that's like the most famous.
The skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet, Sigma face, mewing. Oh my god, mewing.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah, for I think Mongolian, especially for Mongolians, there's like gang sign, this kind of shit. Like
what?
People do this a lot. You don't know? Because people my age do this a lot. Like gang signs. Like yeah. What are those?
I think they're just trying to be black.
I
don't think that's brain rot.
I didn't know what it was.
I think they just wanted to be black. Like, oh, what up, cuh?
What is this? I'm like...
This is like gang signs, Actually, there's one gang sign that I know, and you can only see it from the front. And it's... That's what it is. It means blood.
It means blood?
Like the blood and Crips. This is one of the gang signs. This is blood. Yeah.
Okay. So that's quite interesting. I didn't know it was like gang stuff. I thought it was just like definitely just like random hand movements.
Yeah, either that or they're just mute.
Yeah. Anyways, those are I think are the Gen Z brain rots for now. There's definitely like some weird brain rots that I don't even know what they're talking about. Like, I think it was like there was something on TikTok. It's like not even in Ohio.
Well, Ohio is a very, very interesting place.
So, what would you say a millennial brain rot is for you?
Millennial brain
Like,
rot.
what do you think is like? It's not even like funny how crazy viral it was, basically.
I don't know. I don't know what millennial brain rot was. Like when I was a kid, what was brain rot when I was a kid? It was just like just stupid videos and well, I guess maybe it's the swag stuff.
Swag stuff?
Yeah, like swag, YOLO.
Ah, YOLO. Oh my God, like keep calm and
okay, I guess they don't qualify as brain rot. But,
like,
the swag YOLO thing might be kind of a bit of brain rot.
Might be. Okay. I think, do you know like those jokes with these nuts?
These nuts? Okay, yeah, I guess they're like kind of brain rot.
I think they're pretty much considered as brain rot.
I feel like, because for me, when I hear brain rot, I feel like it's just something so bad that your brain literally starts to rot.
More like in a little version, like literally, you think?
Yeah, just like terrible content that just has no educational purpose.
Just makes your brain rot.
Just fucks up your mind. So I'd say like, okay, so there's this thing called alternate reality Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Do you know Dragon Ball Z?
I do.
And
the guy with the crazy hair.
Yeah, so it's Goku, Yamcha, and then Krillin, Vegeta. And they're just like talking about really dumb shit, like Vegeta is like worried about his hair and Goku is just like kind of making fun of him, and it's just like dubbed versions of that. So that I would say is more brain rot because it's just really, really stupid and pointless.
No purpose at all.
Yeah, and it was hilarious at the time. And I'd say, parody movies?
I do.
Yeah, maybe they're considered brain rot.
Now that we talk about do you know like those parody music videos that used to be on? Yes, like
it's Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, and the girl is just like this ugly man.
Yeah, we were just talking about it like today with a friend, Bart Baker, apparently his name. I think he was definitely the
What?
Bart Baker.
Is he Mongolian?
No, Bart Baker. He's like the famous parody guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought your friend was Bart Baker.
Oh, no. We were talking about it with my friend.
Actually, I do know Bart Baker.
Yeah.
Now that
he was, I think I've definitely seen a lot of videos of him as well. Yes, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
He disappeared though. He disappeared a lot, I think.
Oh,
Lately, he hasn't been coming out.
He actually turned into this Chinese streamer.
Huh?
Yeah. At some point, he became a Chinese streamer because
Holy cow.
he realized there was a lot of money in there. And then he started just being like, "Ni hao, guys!" And then like just being this white guy who can speak like a few words in Chinese. And then he started streaming and a lot of people donated money. And then he always said like, "Oh, I love China." And then people just like donate tons of...
People didn't hate him for that?
There was a documentary about Bart Baker being the Chinese streamer. And I watched it and it was just terrible. He didn't like doing that at all. But he just did it because, I guess, money.
Money, I guess. I did not know any of that. God damn.
Oh, yeah. This Bart Baker, he's definitely brain rot.
Yeah, he's definitely brain rot. Because I was watching the videos again and I just realized like none of the lyrics are funny now that I look at it. It's kind of like dissing. Dissing to the singers, and it's kind of downgrading. It's awful now that I look at it from a different view. But at the time, it was like, oh my gosh, so funny. I ate that shit up.
It's still funny.
You think it's still funny?
Yeah.
That's what
I'm a millennial, so
you're a millennial. You got millennial humor. I'm not gonna blame you for that.
Hey. All right, let's not make accusations.
Let's not. I'm not saying anything. All right. But yeah, those kind of music videos and parodies, those are definitely brainrots. But I would also say it's just like stuff that went viral and people started saying it like out of nowhere. You just hear it in the streets. I think those are sort of brainrot as well for me. It's like, these nuts. Those were just like all over the place.
Your mom?
These nuts. Oh, your mom. Oh my God. Those, did you use that?
Yeah. Well, actually, I did use it to a friend once, and then he threatened to fucking beat me up. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to say it to him again. I was like,
learn my lesson.
Your mom. And he was like, "Бити миний ээжийн талаар тийм яриад бичим арлаа шүү."
So he got mad for like almost real.
Okay. Well, he did. Because the thing is, I think back then he didn't understand it was a joke. But now, like, if I say it to him, it's fine. But back then he was really pissed off, and I was like, all right, cool.
But yeah, I never really understood the kind of fun about that joke. I've never really liked it. Me being a
I
boomer.
never liked your mom. That's how funny it is.
And I just learned that there was a joke with Ligma, apparently.
Yeah, like my balls.
Yeah, apparently. Someone asked me like, would you rather eat a baby goat or a matter baby?
What's the matter, baby? I don't know.
What's the matter with you? Those are, but I would not say they're like there for brainrot. I think they're.
We have a Filipino coworker. Her name is Candice.
Yeah.
Candy's nuts fit in your mouth.
No! Oh my God.
Yeah.
I totally believe that. I fell for that. That was my bad.
Actually, her name isn't Candice.
It's not Candice at all.
Clarence.
I think, it sounded similar. So I was like, yeah. Oh, okay. Those were fun. Jokes were fun. Jokes were kind of, I think jokes back then were way more harsh than that is now. I think I saw a tweet.
Oh, I don't think so. Honestly,
you don't think so?
If you go to the Instagram comments, it's worse today.
Oh,
you go to there's like a reel of a disabled kid, and then everyone is just roasting the hell out of this kid. There's a black guy who makes a reel. Everyone is calling him a ninja. It's just, and then there's like this Chinese guy. There are Indian people making food in the street, and everyone's just blasting Indians. Like, hygiene doesn't exist. Hygiene is illegal in India and shit. So I'd say people are worse now, for sure. Like, there's, freedom of speech, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah. That brings me to like, I saw a tweet. I think it was like, Twitter is so dumb now. Because I think he was saying like, oh, back then I could literally show people how to make like drugs in the microwave, and now I can't even call a fat bitch fat. And I think it was funny, obviously, but at the same time I was like, oh, maybe it's because people are a bit too woke now. Like.
Did you know that there's porn on Twitter?
I did.
Oh, was there porn before?
I'm not sure about that.
Well, I think we need to ask the important questions. I'm sure there are like Instagram accounts doing those things though, like teaching people how to make drugs. Right?
Really?
You could definitely post it on Reddit.
Reddit is crazy. Reddit is a
4chan
dark hole.
4chan still exists. People are definitely doing that on there.
4chan still exists?
Yeah. 9gag still exists. 9gag is actually a Hong Kong company run by a Hong Kong company.
Oh, I
and
didn't
it
know
just
that.
failed, but it's still there.
It's still there? It's not as famous.
No,
as
no,
famous,
not at
no.
all.
Oh, okay.
I think people can. I mean, Twitter. I thought Elon Musk, after he sort of took control of Twitter, he's decided to like make it more unfiltered. I thought that's what he did based off of his interviews, but I'm not sure. I don't really know.
Yeah, so. I don't like Twitter now that it became X.
I never used Twitter.
You never used Twitter?
I tried, but it was just terrible.
I used to love Twitter when I was a kid because I would read like, it was like Reddit, but easier for me. Because Reddit was so confusing for me, I think.
Did you visit a desktop website?
No.
The app, right? Use the app?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, that was fun. Jokes were fun. I would definitely say, but like, what's your stance on people being sensitive? This is just one last question. Let me just ask you.
Ooh.
Just do you think, because I've got a hard stance on this one. So let me hear your answer first.
What's your okay.
Let me hear you first.
I think there are definitely some things you can't joke about depending on the person, depending on the situation. But, I haven't really come across someone who's been so offended by my jokes, who's just like, I don't know, started like ranting or crying or whatever. I regularly say the N-word. I make a lot of racist, sexist jokes.
Okay.
And it's all good fun.
It's all
at the
jokes.
end of the day, it's jokes. Imagine taking a joke seriously, right? I mean, sometimes it's just not the right time, and sometimes even like I can definitely be like kind of triggered if someone says a joke and then I'm just like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up!" Right? There are definitely times like that, but imagine like getting offended by every single joke that someone makes or anyone makes all the time. What kind of life is that? Like, it's so stressful. Like everyone, like the more you protest against it, you're like, stop saying these words to me, or
we're gonna say it more.
Don't call me he, she.
Oh my god,
they, blah, But then like, the more you say that, the more people are just gonna like not accept that.
Yeah.
Like people are just gonna like the haters will definitely become more haters, and like the people who comply will just be whatever all on your side from the beginning to the end anyways, so why? Stop being so sensitive.
So my stance on people being sensitive is, I think it's definitely people are so much more sensitive now. Just, it's my opinion, so don't, but I feel like I can't even like have fun and then share it on the internet sometimes, because people are like, oh, this is happening in the world and you're here having fun. And I get it. I get that there's a lot of problems everywhere else, but what can I do? I can't even have fun. And then they're like, well, you don't have to share it. Oh, you don't have to fucking watch it. That's my stance on that stuff. And I definitely think social media and people being woke, like the pronoun stuff. Oh, don't even get me started on the pronouns. Like, I get it. You gotta respect it. If someone tells you, you gotta respect it. But don't go the confusing route where it's like, oh, I'm an it or I'm a them, but you can call me a he. And I get like, I'm confused by it. I would apply with it, but I'm very confused by it. So I think people are definitely a bit more sensitive than they were before. Just looking at the stuff. And I think
it's a very age related thing and also a very environment related thing. We don't really have that much we don't really talk about these things in Mongolia that much, so people don't really care. Ignorance is bliss, as we said before. But also, I remember there was a time when I was, growing up, and I was just like being kind of woke a little bit, right? And it was also part of my environment where I had to sort of accept people like that. Like, I remember when I was in Hong Kong, there was a bunch of lesbian girls. And they dressed like boys. And this one time in class, I was like, all right, he, and then, no, I said she, or I don't know. I still don't.
You mispronounced them.
Everyone was like, oh, all the Hong Kong kids, they were like, oh, he's a he,
He's a hater. Like, how can he?
Well, I mean, the girl didn't mind, or the boy didn't mind, or whatever. But like, I did try to sort of accept all of that. And then at some point I just realized, okay, that's just not me. And it's just sometimes I guess people who speak out are definitely like going through that phase and going through that time in their life where they're just like more,
I gotta be woke. I gotta be awake.
And then they get bored of it and they get tired of it and they realize their true nature. Maybe some of them sort of get more fixated on that. Some of them just sort of decide to dissociate from that. So
I think I hate people that get offended for other people so much.
Yeah.
It's like let's say I make a joke about you and people over there gets like hyped and you're like you're laughing with me, but everyone's like, oh, you can say that about him. That's so mean. And I'm like, he's okay with it. I think that's the most important part when you're trying to be funny. When you're making a joke, it's like don't offend the person that you're making a joke about.
Talk shit about me behind my back?
That's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. Yeah. Anyways,
these guys got my back. So I'm not worried.
They definitely got your backs. I got your back too. All right. Thank you for joining me today.
Yep.
It was such a fun talk. We had a more of a casual talk.
Yes.
How was the casual talk? Did you
it was good.
Enjoyed it? We made some jokes. You definitely confessed that you dance.
Yep.
And we might be you might have some requests.
Yeah.
To send the video.
Yeah.
Would you?
Well, I mean, you can find it on YouTube, so just search.
You can? You can?
Yeah, it's on
All
YouTube.
right.
It's public.
I get what I'm. Okay.
I think it's funny. So.
Yeah, I think it's cool too. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye. Next skibbity da.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.